I'm just gonna put it out there. I messed up. I completely made a bonehead mistake while working on my truck. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you are new. If you are new, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. I have a lot of awesome Tacoma content coming out, so make sure to get subbed so you know when that new content is coming out. So in today's video, I'm just gonna put it out there. I messed up. I completely made a bonehead mistake while working on my truck. Like, honestly, that's just not sugarcoating it. Like, I made a stupid mistake. I didn't do enough research, and it's pretty much been costing me for the last 8 to 10 months. So if you've been around and been subbed to the channel for a while, you've probably heard me talk before about a vibration issue that I have. I still haven't remedied that. You know, I think it was literally like 8 to 10 months ago in a video, I was talking about how I needed to make this fix, but I couldn't because I had the Harbor Freight jack stands and I had to go get those replaced. And I got those replaced. I actually have jack stands sitting down there, but the box is literally still unopened. I haven't used them yet, and I just haven't gotten around to doing this. So what my issue has been with my truck since I did the lift kit on it, the Eibach lift kit, not since I did the Eibach lift kit. Let me get that straight. It's not the Eibach lift kit that's the issue. It's the Icon 3-leaf add-a-leaf in the rear. So when I did my lift kit, I put that in myself. I have a video of myself doing that. That was the first part I did. I did that day one, and then the next day I got the front installed. So immediately after getting my Icon 3-leaf add-a-leaf installed, I noticed some slight vibration between like 10 to 30 miles an hour. And it wasn't just when I was accelerating or just when I was decelerating, it was both. So I kind of ruled out the needle bearing being an issue since I hadn't even lifted the front of the truck yet. So I spent all that time installing the add-a-leaf. This was my first time doing it, and I made a video on it because there wasn't any other good YouTube video for that installation. So that's why I went ahead and made a video, and you know, hopefully some people learned from my mistakes in that video. And if I were to redo that video today, it would be literally 100 times better. So that said, after I got the front of the lift installed, I still noticed this issue. I thought maybe doing the front of the lift would change up the angle a little bit and would fix it. It didn't. And I have been driving around with this vibration issue for literally, like I said, 10 months. And it's been bothering me. Every now and then I kind of get used to it and I don't notice it, but then every once in a while I'll think about it again and start noticing it. I have been saying for months and months that I was going to fix this by installing some shims in the rear, but I never got around to them. I still have the shims over on my shelf here somewhere. I don't even know where they are anymore, but they're down here. So I've had these shims for literally 8 months and I haven't installed them. It turns out that was actually kind of a blessing in disguise that I didn't install those yet, because I would have put in unnecessary work and still had to go back and redo the fix that I messed up on the rear of the truck. So by now you're probably wondering, you know, get to the point, tell me what you did, how you messed up on your truck. And I had someone point this out on my add-a-leaf install video literally a couple of months ago. I'm still lazy, still haven't done it, and I've known this for a couple months now. But he pointed out, and I will post the comment right here, that I installed the factory shims backwards on my leaf pack. So you may be wondering, how the heck do you mess that up? How do you install the shims backwards? Everybody knows what direction shims go. I know what direction the shims are supposed to be in, but the reason this happened was because I didn't know that they were shims. I didn't know that the factory leaf pack had shims on them. They're very thin and there isn't much of a difference between the fat side and the skinny side. So I didn't realize while I was doing this install. So not only did I lift the back of my truck, which changed the drive shaft angles and everything, but I also flipped the shims, which further worsened the problem of that drive shaft angle. So I've been driving around the truck with a terrible drive shaft angle for the past like 10 months, almost a year now. So that's literally insane to me, and I feel like an idiot for having done it, but today we're gonna get it fixed. I'm going to jack up the truck, get under there, flip the shims, and we'll see how it is. So I obviously need to get the truck clean before I go ahead and start wrenching on it so I don't have dirt falling all over my face and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started on this fix for the shims. Alright, I'm gonna let the truck dry for a little bit so it's not dripping on me with some dirty mud water. There was a decent amount of mud still on it, so I don't think that car wash did anything on the bottom other than maybe get it a little wet. But yeah, that tool is money. If you don't have it, definitely get one, especially if you off-road. But anyway, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tools that I need to do this fix. And once it's all dried up, we'll go ahead and get started on it. As you can see, I had to ditch the crew neck in classic Florida fashion. It got super hot out while I was working on the truck so far. So I have all of my tools laid out here that I think I'm gonna need. I'll probably need more, but they're over there somewhere in that mess. So I'm gonna get the truck pulled in and we'll get it jacked up and ready to go. The taco lean is so annoying. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the gap below that wheel and this wheel, but it's like a solid 2 inches. And that means I have to jack the truck up so high just to get the wheels off the ground, like maxing out the jack almost, maxing out the jack stand. Super annoying, but we got it off the ground, so now let's get the wheels off. Okay, so this is clearly still going to be an extremely messy and annoying job, so great, we wasted our time cleaning the undercarriage, but there's the culprit in there, the little shim focus. See how the shim is backwards? The fat end on that side, skinny end on this side, that's what we need to flip. Alright, I got that off. I really need to clean my truck better. It looks like filthy. But next up here, I'm going to lower the axle down a little bit and see if we can't get this separated, and then loosen up the bolt for the leaf pack and try to flip that shim around, and hopefully that'll solve my vibration issue for now. Alright, so I thought the rear shocks would give me enough travel, just enough to get a little bit of space between the leaf pack and the axle, so I could go ahead and loosen it and flip that around, but that is not the case. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that bolt down there. It's gonna be annoying to do, but remove it on each side, and then hopefully then I can lower the axle down enough to get in there and get the shim flipped. This is the first time that I've worked on my truck in the garage in literally probably a year. And it reminds me why I hate it, but I love it. But it sucks, but it's fun. How do you feel about working on your truck? Let me know. Drop a comment. All right, we have separation. So what I'm gonna do, just kind of precautionary, I'm going to clamp these down and then we will work on this bolt, get that loose. Once it's loose enough, I can replace or turn around these stupid shim here and we should be good to go. Moment of truth, we're clamped down, loosened. You can see this is kind of out. So literally flip it around and now it's the right way. Like I said, I had no clue that was a shim. You can barely tell the difference, but it's definitely a shim now that I'm paying attention looking at it. So very stupid mistake I made about a year ago, but fixed now. I'm gonna do the other side and get it all tightened back up and ready to go test out. Alright guys, there you go. The shims are flipped on both sides now. My stupid mistake is remedied. So now I'm going to clean this up a little bit so it's a little bit nicer for the next guy that works on the truck. And then I'm going to get everything tightened back down to spec, go for a test drive, see if we still have the vibration. Hopefully not. Okay, so I got the truck torqued down, kinda. My torque wrench kind of started to fall apart in the middle and I had to tighten it back down. So I'm not very confident that my torque is correct, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it and retighten them in a few days just to make sure, and definitely check before I go on any long trips or anything like that. But now I'm going to let the truck down off the jack stands and then go for a test drive and see if it worked. All right guys, in the truck, ready to go. Moment of truth here. Let's get it. Let's go. No vibration. Let me see what happens when I'm slowing down. Oh, dude, it's literally gone. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Let me get up to speed here and see if when I slow down it does it. Oh, it's so smooth. I wish this was something that I could have like showed you guys, but the vibration was like so subtle that honestly like passengers in my truck didn't even notice. I had to like point it out to them for them to notice, but I feel it in the steering wheels and pedals, or at least I used to. I'm slowing down from 30 to 10 right now and there's nothing. Oh, that's so, dude, you guys don't understand how happy I am to not have that stupid nagging vibration anymore. It was like one of those things where you noticed it, but you kind of put it in the back of your head trying not to notice it. So you'd get used to it every once in a while, and I did. But every now and then I would get reminded that it's there, just because like I would think about it and I would focus on it, and it would get super annoying for like a week. But now it's completely gone and I'm super happy. Alright guys, so I am super pumped to finally have my truck fixed. Between that and the tune, it feels like a whole new truck. Like, I'm so pumped. I can't even put it into words. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the shims, the rear suspension, what I just did, let me know. Drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Smack the like button and the subscribe button. You know the deal. Catch you in the next one.